as a team, we're going to crumble. Inch by inch, play by play, till we're finished. We're in hell right now, gentlemen. Believe me. And we can stay here, get the shit kicked out of us, or we can fight our way back into the light. We can climb out of hell. 1 inch at a time. You know, when you get old in life, things get taken from you. I mean, that's part of life. But you only learn that when you start losing stuff. You find out life's this game of inches. So is football. Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, 1/2 a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. 1/2 second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second. On this team, we fight for that inch. On this team, we tear ourselves and everyone else around us to pieces for that inch. We claw our fingernails for that inch. Because we know when we add up all those inches, that's going to make the fucking difference between winning and losing. Between living and dying. I'll tell you this, in any fight, it's the guy who's willing to die who's going to win that inch. And I know if I'm going to have any life anymore, it's because I'm still willing to fight and die for that inch. Because that's what living is. There's 6 inches in front of your face. Now I can't make you do it. You got to look at the guy next to you. Look into his eyes. Now I think you're going to see a guy who will go that inch with you. You're going to see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows when it comes down to it, you're going to do the same for him. That's a team, gentlemen. And either we heal now as a team, or we will die as individuals.
Ideas are bulletproof.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Popeye. This is Down the Rabbit Hole. It's Wednesday, July 6, 2011. Thank you for joining me today. In preparation for the show today, I was going through the news, and I go through the news every day anyway, but as I was going through the news today, I came across something that I wanted to share with everybody. And it bothered me, to say the least, when I saw this video. It was a video, Mox News, he's a YouTube truther, I guess you could call him, on YouTube. He's more of a, I wouldn't call him a truther, I'd call him more of an alternative media outlet. And he does publish some stuff from, he will publish some things from mainstream media, but he also publishes it from like the local media sources around him too as well. So you get like a bit of a different perspective. Anyway, he's good to get videos that even the mainstream, don't put on YouTube, stuff that only the TV viewers see. And he puts it on YouTube. Great channel. Anyway, I was going through and I saw a piece from MSNBC about how TSA, of course, now this is TSA. This isn't even, they didn't say Homeland Security, although we know that TSA works for Homeland Security. They literally said that TSA gathered this intelligence. So now the guys that aren't smart enough, to get a full-time job at TSA, remember I told you that the TSA screener that I had an encounter with a guy that was a bag boy at Winn-Dixie, and he was bragging to me how he was one of the guys that does the groping. He's a TSA agent, and he's also the bag boy, and that's his only job is the bag boy at Winn-Dixie, so that should tell you something. So now these people are intelligence gathering, okay? And according to the intelligence gathering people over at TSA, they're saying that they have chatter. I don't know how the hell TSA has access to quote-unquote chatter, but internet chatter saying that the terrorists are now talking about surgically implanting bombs into people's bodies to get them on board an airplane. Now, I want you to think of the absurdity of that lie, okay? The terrorists are surgically implanting bombs. Anybody that knows anything about surgery knows that you cannot put something that is not made to go into the body. And when I say that, I mean implants like surgical steel. The implants that you get put in you are made out of surgical grade steel. The same thing like if you went and got a body piercing. That stuff's made out of surgical grade steel, and people have a reaction to that. Now, can you imagine putting explosives, PETN explosives, military-grade explosives? First of all, how did Al-Qaeda get their hands on military-grade explosives? But that's another story in itself, CIA. But they're going to take these explosives and sew them in their bodies. Really? Really? Does anybody really believe this? Come on. Do you see the absurdity of this? They're going to stick explosives in their bodies. They wouldn't heal. The human body rejects stuff as it is, and it's put inside of a clean surgical environment, inside of a sterile hospital with award-winning surgeons. And we're supposed to believe some bunch of ragtag douchebags in a cave is doing this? Come on, people. Al-Qaeda is not like Cobra from G.I. Joe, in the 80s. They don't have this huge mountain base where they launch attacks from. I mean, this is ridiculous. And this kind of crap comes out from the TSA's mouth every time they do something like molest a 95-year-old woman who's going home to die, and she's wearing an adult diaper, and they strip search her and check the diaper and totally screw with her dignity. And for what? For what? They get nothing. Absolutely nothing. Except intimidation, fear. I mean, even the Nazis didn't have the balls to do this kind of thing. He didn't say them taking the old people, the old German people, and feeling them up. I mean, and they did some terrible things. They certainly didn't have TSA. I mean, even Hitler would look at the TSA and be like, damn. For real. Now they're at DHS, the Gestapo, telling people, oh, you better spy on your neighbors. Better watch the neighbors. They could be an evil terrorist with Al-Qaeda trying to take our liberties. I mean, come on. People, wake the hell up. Pull your head from your rear ends. For real. This is ridiculous. Al-Qaeda. You get the boogeyman hiding under the bed. Ooh, better be careful. Bin Laden's going to come get you. Now we killed Bin Laden. Who's the next boogeyman? Ooh. Look at their reaction. Soon as they killed Bin Laden, what did they say? Look at their reaction to it. Everybody was like, cool. We can bounce. We can get out of here. War on terror is over. Nope. War on terror is not over. We're most certainly going to get attacked again. Come on. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Patrick, you're right. In the chat room, Patrick put, it is crap. It's a plot to sell scanners. Exactly. One of the biggest people that goes out and talks about it on the news is Chertoff, and he just happens to have, a financial stake in the game. Come on. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. I think it's all BS. This is kabuki theater. Every time the TSA gets caught doing something and violating people and the public gets outraged, within the next couple of days, there's always some BS. Oh, they're going to blow stuff up. The underwear bomber, this, that, the other thing. There's always some new. And, of course, they say, well, we don't have a threat. We don't have a, they didn't say anything in particular. In fact, here, I'll play part of the clip from MSNBC. Listen to this.
All right, we're following some new warnings from TSA, some breaking news out of there about terrorist threats aboard U.S.-bound planes. Pete Williams put this in perspective. TSA TSA new warnings out this morning. What's it about?
Right. TSA has advised the operators of airlines that fly into the U.S. and the operators of airports overseas that handle those flights that they've discovered intelligence of a discussion among terrorists of surgically implanting fully made explosive devices or explosive components into passengers that are flying into the U.S. Now, they stress that they haven't detected any actual plots, no imminent threat, but they say this is intelligence they've developed based on what they call discussions among terrorists. All
right, guys, I'll let you stew on that while we go to break. We'll be right back. And I'll pick up this conversation on the other side of the break. Stay tuned. Go check out Orion's new network page, OrionTalkRadio.com.
Then I sobered up and realized that women's treating me. I stumble out my bed and try my best to gain some sense of it. The reasons for the cover-up, the reasons for the censorship. Now I realize that Uncle Sam was not befriending me. He was only using me to be friends with the enemy. A presidential terrorist, ain't that a contradiction? I guess it goes to show the truth is stranger than fiction. But they don't even show the truth when soldiers are missing. I'm only trying to show the truth.